The Conquest of Dubai by Alexandra Eala. A new age starts. How are you all doing? Here's what happened in Dubai yesterday night. You may have thought, yes, another tennis upset, after reading the headlines. But believe me when I say that this wasn't your typical match. Imagine this. The night is Tuesday. Qualifying in the first round of a WTA 1000 competition. These early games are usually quite conventional. A few hundred ardent tennis enthusiasts were dispersed over the area, giving courteous golf claps in between points. The feeling is familiar to you. But that mold was totally smashed last night. Duty-free tennis in Dubai. At this level of competitiveness, championships just went through something I've honestly never seen before. And I'm referring to thousands of people going completely crazy over a 20-year-old athlete who the majority of casual fans have never heard of. Alexandra Eala is her name. I have been covering tennis for years, and a qualifying feels like the last chance. Last night, I witnessed the legends perform the atmosphere. Reporters who have been covering this sport for decades claim that they have never seen anything like it. We are discussing the intensity of the World Cup final. Noise level at a concert. For a qualifying only. The Filipino population in the United Arab Emirates made a strong appearance. When I say force, I mean that they brought the intensity of a Sunday final to a warm-up game on Tuesday night. There are flags everywhere. Chants that continued. The kind of fervent backing that typically requires years to develop. This is the result of a sport giving a large community a cause to support at last. The place exploded as Eala stepped out to confront Hailey Baptiste. Decibel levels comparable to those of Federer and Nadal in their heyday are being discussed. Security actually appeared overburdened. For these preliminary rounds, tournament officials were frantically trying to figure out how to manage people they had never anticipated. And here's why this is important. Serena Williams' retirement left tennis in quest of its next cultural star. Yes, we currently have amazing champions. Iga Swiatek is in complete control. Aryna Sabalenka has a lot of power, but who has that pull that compels someone who has never watched tennis to purchase a ticket and stand in line for hours? Eala gave a clear response to the query last night. Hashtag the actual contest. She moved forward. Defeated Baptiste 6-4 in the opening set. Then, with the score down 0-1, Baptiste had to quit in the second owing to an injury to his abdomen. This is what counts, even though it's not the cleanest finish. That first set had to be earned by Eala. She was forced to labor for each and every point by Baptiste. Eala had to pull herself together, maintain her composure, and play shrewd tennis under utterly ridiculous pressure after falling behind early. She might have broken down a year ago, but this Alexandra Eala understands how to manage the situation. You'd think Eala had just won Wimbledon when the umpire halted play after Baptiste retired. The audience went completely crazy. People are overcoming obstacles in order to get near. During changeovers, she would yell her name, attempting to seize her towel as though it were a memento from the performance. That isn't typical tennis behavior. That's the domain of rock stars. Hashtag why everyone is going crazy. There are around 1 million Filipino expatriates in Dubai. They have constructed this city and worked in every conceivable field, yet they have mainly watched other people's heroes from the sidelines of sports. Everything was altered by Eala. To them, she is more than simply a tennis player. The representation of her. She is evidence. She is a person who embodies their own narrative. Working overseas, persevering, and overcoming obstacles. That forges a bond that goes well beyond simply enjoying excellent tennis. Sula Talik, the tournament director, now has it. He has addressed the situation in public. There are 3,000 Filipino workers in Dubai duty-free alone. It's more than just a demographic figure. That is an army that purchases tickets, dons merchandise, and produces a unique touring atmosphere. Eala's opponent, world number 8 Jasmine Pauini, has acknowledged that she has never seen something comparable for a player rated 40th in the world. You could see she wasn't merely being courteous when she called Eala big for tennis. She sounded really careful. Hashtag what is truly going on here? I'll put this into perspective. Eala wasn't even in the top 150 at this time last year. She's currently ascending and breaking into the top 40. It isn't hype. That is genuine progress supported by tangible outcomes. However, the Eala era is more than just rankings. It has to do with what she stands for in Southeast Asian tennis. Lena was in China. Southeast Asia has been waiting for someone like Naomi Osaka, but Japan has her. The WTA is aware of the issues involved. They are in dire need of a celebrity who can open up the 600 million person Southeast Asian market. Eala's social media activity is comparable to that of the top 5 players. Sold-out crowds are guaranteed for her contests. She essentially embodies the ideal of a marketing department, and her financial strength allows her to endure. Her capacity to fill seats ensures that she will have opportunities even if she experiences a difficult period. She won't require favors, though, given the way she's playing. She is deserving of all of this. The true test is still to come. Next up comes 8th-ranked Jasmine Pauini, a Grand Slam finalist. Fast, consistent, battle-tested at the highest level. We learn how genuine this is at this point. Pauini is entering an unfriendly setting. Not because of anything she did wrong. In actuality, she is very likable. However, she is in the way of the crowd's hero narrative. That will be a really intense vibe. It's more than simply a rating gain if Eala can match Pauini or even pull off the unexpected, unique discourse. That indicates that she is capable of managing top competition while bearing the aspirations of an entire country. On a larger scale, the Filipino idea of bayanihan, or communal solidarity, exists. Everyone is cooperating to achieve a common objective. A picture of an entire community lifting a home together immediately sprang to mind. That is what took place in Dubai. Those supporters weren't merely onlookers. They made a concerted effort to support Eala during each difficult period. They became louder when she was down. When she won a significant point, she was completely free. Eala has a legitimate advantage as a result. It frightens adversaries. When she's exhausted, it provides her more energy. She has an established home court anywhere there is a sizable Filipino diaspora, whether it be in the Middle East, Europe, or North America. Organizers of tennis are still working out how to deal with it. Fans were once advised to sit down and keep quiet by security. I wish you luck in that endeavor. A tidal wave cannot be stopped. You simply need to endure it. ## what takes place next. Tennis's business side is already adapting. In Dubai, Eala's visage will soon appear on every billboard. Her worth as an endorser is rapidly increasing. Even in the preliminary stages, networks are interested in airing her matches. She is evolving into what basketball refers to as a franchise player, a person around whom your marketing is focused. But let's face it, there is a problem. The work is only getting started. The excitement is enjoyable. I like the rockstar label. Loud fans, however, will not intimidate Pauini. She is bringing everything she has. Whether the frenzy converts into championship-level tennis will be shown in this upcoming encounter. Can Eala use this energy to accomplish something she has never done before? Can she surprise Dubai with her play as well as her popularity? ## last thoughts. In athletics, there are occasionally moments that stand out above the others. Something that forces you to pause your current task and give it your whole attention. That was the case last night in Dubai. Eala accomplished more than simply defeat Hailey Baptiste. She transformed a tennis court into a larger space. A celebration of opportunity, identity, and representation. She demonstrated that an Asian woman may be the card's main attraction. She demonstrated that you can be the most adored person in the building even if you are not in the top 30. The traditional guard is changing. This sport is being revitalized by new enthusiasm. And you can't ignore what's going on here, regardless of whether you're an avid tennis fan or just someone who enjoys fantastic sports narratives. You raised the standard for the fans that came to Dubai. For the remainder of the year, the WTA will discuss that environment. And the stage is yours, Alexandra Eala. The illumination is bright. The sound is overwhelming. The entire globe is observing. Let's watch your next move. Every aspect of the Pauini showdown will be covered. I feel like the shock waves are just getting started, and this story is only being started. I appreciate you watching.